Ladies and gentlemen, the Jupiter Boys. Is it recording?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Jupiter Boys. My name is Jim Jupiter.
And my name is the Usher,
The Usher?
Quinn Jupiter. I'm the Usher of this production of the Jupiter Boys, this episode.
Well, okay then. So we're two boys
Yeah, I brought the usher in. He just
and
wanted
an
to
usher,
tag along.
I guess.
He will be staying off mic for the rest of the episode.
I thought you like when you first said the Usher, my brain like just froze, and I was just like stuck on pictures of Usher.
Yeah,
in
me
my
too.
head, and like I just couldn't process any further past that point. And that's the place we're starting this episode at.
Yeah,
We're in good hands.
just wait till it gets even bonkier.
Thank you, marijuana and alcohol.
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Let's flip a coin to determine who goes first.
All right, do
Which
it.
side would you like?
I would like the logo side, please, sir.
It's Radiotopia side today.
Okay. Well,
And so it's been a while since I've gone first, you know?
and it's been a while since we've just talked to each other.
Yeah.
We're back. We're back in the saddle there, bud.
We're back, baby! We're back to just us two talking.
That was fun though. Like I want to do more guest appearances.
Yeah, if you want to be a guest on our show, just reach out to us.
Totally.
And we'll decide.
and you should listen to the episodes with Mike and Deepu.
Yes.
Anyway,
So my topic today is a little more of a serious topic. Yeah, I didn't want to go goofy this time. It might go goofy, but
oh good, a serious topic for our comedy podcast.
yeah. It's the best place
okay.
to start out from.
As usual, I will save us.
Fuck you.
just kidding.
Stop adjusting.
I had
mid-show.
to. I had to. It
Okay,
was-
so my topic is how education could be affected in the future by like new technologies, and not only that, like new technologies and like what kids will eventually learn, like what if we make it that far, what our grandkids are going to learn in school.
Right.
So my thoughts were like, there's no fucking way. First of all, there's no way that VR isn't in like at least a little bit of a capacity in the school.
Oh, I think
I
think that will be a big thing
like,
because like
here, children, come explore
Vesuvius.
Pompeii. Yeah, come explore Pompeii, and don't have to walk through a bunch of actual places. You can just virtually do it. You know?
Yep. Like there, I think there's like a lot of applications for that. Like there's already applications for that for like surgery and like all sorts of other things, right?
Yeah, so it's eventually just going to be cool as shit. Because
Yeah.
all you have to do is just camera map the area and then plug it into a VR software.
Yeah.
and it makes itself.
it's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
I think like definitely VR is going to be a thing, but I think also
Memes. I think memes might be taught in like in certain like sociology classes and shit.
I bet you like the idea of memes is probably going to be a topic.
Yeah.
But I doubt it will be in high school. I think if anything,
Probably
it'll be in
university. Yeah.
And it probably already is in university. Like
There's
somebody
definitely like the
already talking
lifespan
about-
of a meme is
Yeah.
only 2 days now. Like it used to be like years. Memes used to last for years.
Well, it's because they got passed around and became legendary for years. Like,
Yeah, exactly. And now it's just like you share a meme and then it's just like it gets used like millions of times by like a bunch of people and then it just dies.
But they have resurgences.
Sometimes they have resurgences, but very rarely nowadays does
like
a meme
the
come
guy,
back.
the guy getting distracted while with his girlfriend meme has been
Yes,
going on for
that's very
ages.
true.
Like that one has
That's
been
a
like
new one too.
Yeah,
and they have a gender swapped one, which is very interesting.
somebody
too.
just recreated it with the Star Wars characters, like with like Han Solo and Leia and like whoever Han Solo is banging in Solo. I'm assuming I didn't get the reference, but
Yeah.
I put it together from context.
Yeah, it's Daenerys from Solo there.
Okay.
So, anyways, like I was thinking about like I don't know what else in history would be tweets. Like you have to look at tweets for history.
Well, Twitter in general.
Twitter, yeah.
because like it's become a new way of. I think like you're focusing too much on history though.
Right. I know, but like that's like
I feel
where my mind goes.
I feel
you
like
know?
instead of being taught history, kids are much more likely going to be taught how to search on the internet
right.
in a way that can deliver like truly factual information, or like information that you can like sort of verify is being delivered as true.
Right.
Because there's so much bullshit on the
Yeah,
internet
it's
that it's
very
becoming
true.
like an actual skill to
to actually detect like if you're getting duped. Like it's
Yeah.
so strange to go on the internet and be like, is this a bold-faced lie?
Right.
You
yeah.
know?
Exactly. Like who's telling the story and like
Yeah.
all that
In the
shit.
world of fake news, be the news you want to see in your own butt.
I honestly
hole.
think that there will probably be like researching classes about like how to find accurate information.
Oh yeah, like
Because, like,
citing stuff.
It's becoming less and less important to have that knowledge than to have access to that knowledge.
Yeah.
Because anybody can have access to any knowledge they want at any given time.
Yeah.
Now, like,
Exactly. It's interesting for that. Like you don't need books, I don't think.
well, no, like they'll have
No.
them. Like it doesn't
Oh.
make sense. Like it's not cost effective.
Another thing I was thinking about is like, I wonder if certain episodes of podcasts would just be like played for the students to just be like, all right, it's a podcast day.
Well, definitely ours.
Yes.
In the future.
Yes.
I mean, it's pretty clear ours is going to be.
But,
in the-
like, you
in
know-
the annals of history.
You know, like if they studied a certain episode of Radiolab and then had like their week based on expanding that
I think,
topic and
I
stuff.
think for sure that like teachers are already using
Podcasts?
podcasts in their classrooms, like for their curriculums,
That's dope as shit.
or curricula.
Really?
Yeah,
They are?
Oh, totally. And like they're like because like they'll hear a thing and it's like this is exactly the thing that I want to teach this year. You
Yeah.
know, like holy shit, like
And then they just like expand on it, you know, like if it's a
Exactly.
Radiolab episode, they only have like the amount of science for like the basic person. And then
Right.
you just that's like 101, bitch. Then you go on from that.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 So I think podcasts are already starting to be a thing.
Or like audiobooks, just like, all right, read.
fuck yeah.
Oh, imagine like a class where like you go in and it's just like you
fact-
all plug in and you're like, you sync the audiobooks at the same time.
But the fact of the matter, well, they would have like some
or
sort of
they,
system that
you'd be
broadcasts it.
chapters or something.
Yeah, but like the fact is like that existed when we were in high school. Like
Audiobooks and stuff?
probably
Yeah.
anything that we read in high school could have been purchased in an audiobook and read like listened to as an audiobook. Like just about everything we read would have been like so popular that it was an audiobook.
Yeah, it's
so
pretty well.
we totally could have gamed the system back then.
But I mean, it's much easier to get them nowadays.
It's
And
true.
also, like,
When I was in high school, it took like 3 days to download.
It's funny-
a small JPEG.
I don't think I could have had the attention span when I was younger for a podcast or an audiobook. I honestly can't. Especially not an audiobook. I could for podcasts, but I'd have to listen to them in like parts because I started listening. The first one I started listening to was Joe Rogan, and it was just way too long. I was like, this is like 4 hours of just people talking. I'm like, there's no structure, there's no order to anything, and it was like the early days of podcasting.
Okay, no. You don't even know because the early days of podcasting featured podcasts from such folks as Martin Sargent, who was from Tech TV.
Okay.
He was like the young, like sort of like alty guy from Tech TV, and his podcast was like straight up bizarre.
Really?
Like it was just like he would have like his buddy, like his neighbor, who was like this like redneck, like come talk to him, and they would just like basically make little skits and like talk about the news, and then
Oh my
there
god,
was-
that sounds delightful.
they were sponsored by the Internet Adult Film Database, the IAFD, and it's basically the IMDb of porn, and like it still exists.
Amazing.
You can find this right now. The IAFD.
Sometimes I want to search up who's in a
you can
in a
do that,
porn,
and
yeah.
like not only that, but then you go to the actress name, and then it lists everything she's ever been in.
Oh yeah, and then
Like,
you can get that
and then you
back
can get-
catalog.
exactly.
You know, you got to go through the back catalog.
Yeah, the backsies.
The backsies.
Sometimes you
Sometimes the
gotta go through the
backsies.
backsies.
Sometimes the backsies are pretty rough, though. You know, sometimes it's like, I like it better later. I like when this project had more of a funding.
There's a certain rind that developed. That was offensive.
Film.
Oh God.
What the fuck were you talking? School in education.
I feel like I feel like there will be a certain point. There will be a point in history
Yeah.
where sex ed is literally taught with pornographic material. But I think that they'll control the level of porn that they show them
Yeah.
to being something very consensual and like regular and nice and loving.
Yeah.
And so then like they can like be like, this is sex.
I've
Like,
seen some of those. Like on.
Oh, totally.
Sometimes I'm in the mood for
a
those.
lot
I'm
of-
like, oh, I
a
just
lot
want
of
some
lady
soft
directed
sex.
a lot of lady directed porn is like really soft and nice and like
Yeah.
just like really pleasant to watch sometimes. Like
Yeah.
if you're not in the mood to really crank down,
Yeah.
you just want to enjoy like a nice Merlot. Then,
You can find them easily.
yeah. Oh, totally. There's
Yeah.
like it's like porn,
Twisties
They
is
call it
good.
like porn for ladies or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like
There's
like a
one
whole thing.
Twisties that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Twisties is aight. But yeah, I think porn would be a good one to teach. What about like
You're like straight up saying like, yes, let's show porn to minors. You're on a list now, bud.
you suggested it?
You're the one who like launched into the porn.
You suggested it. But yeah. What else? Movies probably. Movies could be taught. I mean, they already
They
were.
already are.
Yeah.
Like anytime a teacher's not feeling their best, out comes the fucking big old cart.
Dude,
Although now they have like the flat screens in every class, and they're just
Yeah.
like, here you go.
we had a couple YouTube videos for class. We watched a couple YouTube videos.
See,
for class.
YouTube came out like just as I was graduating high
Yeah,
school.
no,
So that's
YouTube
just,
came out when I was in grade like 6 or 7, dude.
we've just aged ourselves.
Yeah.
Of course, this was on.
But
Gorlax.
I've already said how much old I am on.
All right,
Twitter.
that's the end of that topic.
My age is public.
Quinn.
Yes. Yes.
Let me take a sip of my burr.
Of course. More just empty space in this.
No, because you're talking in it. So that's what a good host does. They pick up the other person's slack.
My slack was good there.
Your slack is slacky. Fuck me. So, my topic this week. Of course, we have to come back to Jim's naughty bits.
Ooh, that was a sexy one.
Yeah. So,
I like that one.
anytime we enable Jim's naughty bits,
Oh no, mine fizzled out.
you want to try it?
Jim's naughty bits. Yeah, there you go. Sound like a shouting at empty corridor.
Because my naughty bits are what I'm known for, and
Especially his purple ones.
yep, those ones especially. So
Very royal.
I was thinking, I had an idea. Okay,
That's not good.
no,
Oh, yes.
like
the content I live for.
I love there's one guy laughing and he sounds exactly like you. So
Yeah, I don't, this is conspiracy.
oh,
Oh, now the episode's gonna get deleted because we mentioned a conspiracy.
yeah, for fuck's sake.
What's your topic, Jim?
I'm like actually watching it record now. Well, my topic is such that you have to completely imagine it in an imaginary world.
Okay,
Okay, because doing it in real life is super sketchy.
kick it to Aaron Malinsky. That's what I'm here for, man.
I need you to come into my imaginatorium.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna. I know one of the keys here is for it. It's this guy. So come on in here. I actually got this from Mr. Megorium for like a song.
Dude, you got like 15 locks. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. I got it from Mr. Megorium. The housing market, the bubble popped, and I was in the right place at the right time. You know what I'm saying?
Megorium's the man.
This is
Right on.
this is my imaginatorium. So anything that's set within this bounds is totally imaginary, and
I like this world. It's like that Doctor Strange world, yo.
yeah, it's
That
like
mirror dimension.
except like yeah. So
Nothing can get hurt. It's just a goofy little world. Just a goofy little imaginary world.
so like baiting in public.
Yeah.
I want to know like all the best ways
To
that
bait.
it could be done. I mean like this is like I'm saying like baiting on the go. I'm not saying like
Yeah.
lurking and like watching somebody and baiting.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, like-
I think that's as sketchy as fuck.
And not baiting on the subway or something.
But
But like,
like-
baiting on the.
But what if you got some Google Glass? You got some porn going on your Google Glass.
Yeah.
You're on the subway.
Yeah.
You got to bait, but you can't be baiting in public.
No.
So I'm thinking like we get attachments like within pants. Like you sort of like sew a fleshlight
Yeah,
into the pants, into the seat of the pants, and you like hide it with stitching in just the right way so that like it would just be a flat surface like right across.
Yeah.
And you just sort of like So just work your hips, like you barely.
Yeah, but then you're like still like moving your hips.
But like you could like
on the
put
subway.
like your headphones on and like pretend like you're dancing. You're like,
And then everybody would know you came as soon as you were like,
well, see, like you have to control that aspect of it. Nothing you do in technology is gonna control your O face.
10,000 hours of bait and dancing. That's gonna make you an expert.
Fuck, they call it in the league. They call it the vinegar face because it looks like you just smelled vinegar. It's like
So good. The vinegar.
the vinegar face.
So baiting in public.
So baiting in public, I think like as a woman, this would be drastically easier
Much
because
easier.
I've actually seen like pictures of like these panties you can get with like dildos built into them. Like you
Yeah.
pull them on, there's a dildo in you, and then you just hook up like a vibrator, and you're set. You're off to the races.
Also, I found a Twitter page the other day that was like a girl selling her panties
Okay.
that were like used, and she had multiple orgasms in public in them, like in the
Damn.
middle of like groups of people, and then she sells your panties.
That's genius.
Yeah,
That's fucking genius.
super smart. And
Good on her. I hope she makes lots of money off those.
I was like, I should support her. I should just buy a pair and then throw it out because I'm not into that.
Totally wouldn't though.
No.
You'd give it a shot.
I'd give it a sniff.
Yeah, exactly. You'd have to. You'd
have to.
I like you just sort of like you just like jerk out them once, throw them out.
Exactly. It's like, that was worth $28. Yes. Free shipping too. That's a deal. No, you can't beat that. Baiting in public. I wonder how much they are. I should DM her.
I don't. Oh God. You can have her on the show.
Yeah.
That would actually be like the shit. Like you should
We got
straight up invite her on the show
We were like promoting your product the other day.
by accident. So, baiting in public.
Yeah.
Obviously, you should not do this in real life.
No,
it's
this
super
is an
sketchy.
Imaginarium studio.
It's a it's a bad time.
It's a bad bet.
Going to jail for public indecency is not cool.
No, we do not condone it.
No,
But we
but
do condone, in this imaginary world, baiting in public. You're not hurting anybody.
so here's
as
another
long as you're not like staring at somebody and be like,
here's another thing that I think you could do.
yes.
See, you hook yourself up before you even leave in the day with some mannequin arms. Okay? And you keep your own arms with
like
it.
a T-Rex masturbating. Because you gotta do it inside his clothes. And like really slowly, like don't get caught.
So you wear a trench coat. You wear a trench coat.
But then
So
the
that-
people are already assuming you're masturbating.
Okay, so it doesn't have to be a trench coat. It could be like a fur coat.
Then somebody thinks you're masturbating, but you're also like,
A pimp.
yeah. I wasn't gonna say it, but you did.
But like, okay, any kind of moo or that kind of like loose fitting
Swear to moo.
loose fitting garb. Okay, because then you've got like especially here's another thing that you do.
Yes. Floaty devices?
Yes, so you wear a floaty device around your waist while wearing the moo.
Somebody knows, like, at this point, if you're wearing all this stuff, people know you're baiting. Like, you've been caught, son. It's not conspicuous at all. Like, a police officer would walk on the subway and be like, "Sir, stop it right now!"
I can't see what you're doing, but I know that what it is disgusting.
Like, especially those, like, I'm like, man, like, it would be tough to, like,
But here, okay,
bait in public, you know?
let me pitch you a scenario.
Yeah. I've baited some weird places, Jim. That's what I'm gonna say. I've baited some semi-private spaces.
Oh, as have I.
Yes.
Everybody has had like the I need to bait right now.
You're like,
bait.
I just gotta switch it out, and like you're like watching every exit, and you like chose a room with 6 exits. And you're like, why the fuck did I choose a room with 6 exits?
I'm glad we're finally talking about this because this has been 20-Bate-Teen and like,
We've barely talked about baiting.
yeah, it's like we're like more than halfway through 20-Bate-Teen.
We almost missed it. We almost missed that baiting quota.
It wouldn't be back till 2020 bait.
2020 bait. Yeah, I like it a little bit.
2020 bait because then it's like baiting with perfect vision.
Is it 2028 or is it 2020 like 2020 bait?
No, it's 2028.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
2020
yeah, yeah,
bait.
yeah.
And then you could say 2020 bait. Baiting with perfect vision.
Yeah, that's good. I like
Baiting
that.
with baiting with clear purpose.
I like that. Yeah.
Okay, so baiting in let me pitch you a scenario though.
Yes.
What if there was a world in our imaginatorium where people just baited in public? Like straight up, like just like popped a squat, got their phone out, jerked one off,
Yeah.
Onto the ground.
Well, like it hypothetically, if you're not like looking at somebody or like being aggressive,
Yeah, exactly. There's like no
what's the
consent.
problem? Yeah.
Although I guess like there's like an argument to be made that like nudity in public in itself is like sort of an affront to consent because you haven't consented to see that. But at
Yeah.
the same time, like
if everyone's
we're
like,
sort of all people and we all sort of have genitals. Like
Yeah.
fuck off. Like
if you're in a hot ass city, you don't want to wear clothes, dog. You ever been outside on a hot day and you're like, fucking hell, I just wish I could take these trunks off.
Yep.
Even these trunks are taking like just illuminating heat, just radiating it through my fucking
I think
thick white flesh.
I'm
Ugh.
completely infertile now because of these trunks.
My white flesh is also transparent because I'm from Jupiter.
Once again, we're not humans. We're Jupiturds.
Yeah, we're Jupiturds.
Um,
Hail Zorlak.
is it Zorlak? I always forget our supreme leader's
It
name.
changes daily, Jim. Got to get the memo.
Okay,
Get the
that's-
email chain. Get on the email chain.
That's the end of that topic. Thanks, Quinn.
You're welcome.
Thanks for playing it with me in my imaginatorium.
It got a little. It got
gotta-
a little quiet at the end.
We got to lock it up. Come on. It makes a farting noise when it closes. I don't know. It just came like that.
Do not make fun of me.
It talks now. So, fuck. Thanks for listening. I don't know.
Why?
Yeah.
Why are you listening?
Question your life choices. But if you want to help us out, you could like, rate, review, subscribe, or purchase merchandise.
Yes.
It's in our Redbubble store. The link is in the show notes.
My favorite is Dave Freckles Dream Boys.
It's mine too, Imaginatorium. I gotta get that shirt next.
Get on that.
Thank you to Christo Graham for the use of our theme music.
Crystalgram, I've always wanted to do a theme song for you. I've been a fan since day one.
Day one?
I was there at his birth.
Oh, okay.
Wow, we're learning a lot about Mr. Imaginarium over here.
You can follow me on Twitter. I'm at the Jupiter Boys.
And
Quinn is at Quinn Jupiter.
can I fucking get a sentence in?
Yeah.
Jesus, you're just hogging the mic.
Yeah, Quinn, what's your Twitter tag?
It's at Quinn Jupiter.
Does anybody call it a Twitter tag?
No, that's not a thing. Let's move on.
Shoot those nuts.
Straight down Jim's Twitter gullet.
Wadolphin Shark.